What is up, everybody? This is the Wrestling Fan 410. I'm backing out with another video, and this is going to be my 2012 End of the Year Awards, and this is strictly just going to be WWE. I watched TNA and I watched a bit of Ring of Honor this year, but not enough to put that into this video. So yeah, my categories are basically the same as freaking Aya 88. No, they are the same, except I am not doing Promotion of the Year, because like I said, I'm only doing WWE. So yeah, I'm starting off exact same order as he has right here. So let's start this off. Female of the Year, AJ Lee. I don't really know who else to pick for this one, honestly. Just look at the year she's had. Look how many storylines she's been in. And look how over she is with the crowd. Honestly, she's reached a level where many top-notch superstars have not even reached. So, like, yeah, that was bad. Whatever. Um, like, she's had so much TV time with Daniel Bryan, Kane, Punk, um, Dolph Ziggler. She's also been general manager. She's been in so many different storylines, and it's awesome. Honestly, I'm a fan of her. I was a fan of her, like, when I went in 2011 when she was in NXT. I didn't think she was the best worker of all time, but whatever. Most improved, I'm giving this to Daniel Bryan. Obviously, we all knew that he was an amazing wrestler, but he definitely got a lot better on the mic. Um, just look at the year he's had this year and how over he is, and then look at what he had last year. Even winning Money in the Bank, uh, like after that, he was still jobbing the guys until he cashed in. And even after he cashed in, people didn't take him seriously until he turned heel. Um, and now this year, he's like one of the biggest guys in the company. So, yeah. DVD of the year. This was a good year for DVDs, but I'm gonna go with the crowd, and I'm gonna say the CM Punk documentary. Overall, that whole package together was amazing. The documentary is fantastic, so good. You don't need me to praise it; everyone has already. Um, but the match listings, they were pretty good too. Um, just the whole thing was great. But like honorable mentions, I love the Edge DVD. The Rock one was okay, but uh, I also liked Once in a Lifetime very much. I thought that the Raw DVD was pretty fun to watch too, but Punk it is. Most disappointing match of the year, I'm not giving it to Sheamus and Daniel Bryan because that wasn't a match. So, Triple H and Brock Lesnar, honestly, I didn't enjoy that match at all. I thought the build to the match was fantastic. I was so excited to watch that match, and then, like, I even ordered it with my dad. My dad was so excited to watch it too, and it was like, what the fuck is this? What did I pay $55 to see? He said it was going to be a fight. They're wrestling. There was there was no weapons involved. The sledgehammer wasn't even involved in that match. They sounded like they're gonna beat the shit out of each other. There was no blood. There was no nothing. It was boring. And if they do have another match at WrestleMania, they better make it good. Most overrated wrestler of the year. I like this guy, but honestly, I think his segments are entertaining, but his in-ring work, it's good, but it's not amazing, and that is Damien Sandow. I like the guy, like I said, but I don't think he's as good as everyone says he is. Most underrated, I'm gonna give it to two people. I think a couple of people have already said this already, but Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel, so good together, so good on their own. I'm gonna give an example of why I'm giving them most underrated. They put them in the filler match, Summer Survivor Series. Um, the I guess you could say the first traditional Survivor Series match of the night. Um, Honestly, in my opinion anyway, that was match of the night, and it wasn't even scheduled to happen. And I honestly would give 75% of that to Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel. Some of the spots they did was fantastic, but they're not just spot monkeys like Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara, but they can actually wrestle too. Tyson Kidd, fantastic wrestler. Justin Gabriel, he can do it if he needs to as well. Both of these guys are so entertaining. They need to be on main television, not just superstars, not just main event, but on SmackDown and Raw more often. Feud of the year, I'm going to give that to CM Punk and John Cena. There have been quite a few pretty good feuds this year. Obviously, you could give it to Rock and Cena. You could give it to uh, Punk and Bryan. You could give it to but I'm giving it to Punk and Cena just because like the feud is ongoing. It went from 2011, and then they brought it back in here, and I think that it's pretty entertaining. I don't think it's as good as last year's, obviously, but like it's still very. It still keeps me wanting to watch. For feud wise, like storyline wise, it hasn't been a great year, in my opinion anyway. It was more match quality of why 2012 was great, but I'm going with Punk and Cena. Baby face of the year, this one's easy. Going with Sheamus. Fantastic as a face. I love him as a heel too, but as a face, like the little kids love him. He comes out with a smile on his face and like brings joy to those kids. He's making good merchandise sales. He's fantastic. Like if it wasn't for him, I think SmackDown. I don't know where SmackDown would have been last year or this year, I should say. He helped so much with that, and like he was good last year too as a face, but this year once they gave him the title, he really just took it and ran with it, and it was fantastic. It was honestly fun. Like I really want to see him as a heel again soon because I think he's great as a heel, but honestly I think he's better as a face. Markout moment of the year, Brock Lesnar's return. I was half asleep. I was gonna turn off the TV, and then I don't really read like well at that time. Now I'm doing it more often, but I don't really read the dirt sheets that often. So I had no idea this was gonna happen. I had no idea he was in Miami or anything like that. And when I heard that music, it was like, oh my god, he's back. I was just so excited. And then to see him turn heel right away. Like, I don't really like that ass kicker gimmick necessarily, but just hearing that music and seeing him come out for the first time since 2004 was just amazing. Tag team of the year, Team Hell No. Uh, Entertaining segments, pretty good matches. These guys have chemistry together. They're really bringing the tag team division back, obviously. You guys aren't idiots. Um, and it just, this was a hard one because there were so many good tag teams this year, but I'm going with Team Hamo because they were on top for basically the whole time bringing, and they're still on top, I should say. bringing the tag team division back, and it's been nothing but good stuff. Yeah. um, Best on the microphone, CM Punk. Enough said. What's the next one? Heel of the year again, CM Punk. I didn't think his heel run would be that good this year because he's so over right now. But after the Jerry Lawler thing, that solidified him as a top-notch heel. Doing that after the guy almost died. I don't think that was smart. I don't think that was good. I didn't like that segment whatsoever. I liked it when Mick Foley came out and put him in his place, but I didn't like that segment, but that showed that he is a heel. And really, what other big heels have there been this year? Yeah. Brock Lesnar doesn't really count. We've seen him like 2 times this year. So, yeah. Match of the year. Sorry. Uh, Show of the year. I'd give that to Extreme Rules. Fantastic show. Honestly, I loved Mania. I loved TLC. TLC. There we go. But Extreme Rules, top to bottom, that card was fantastic. I mean, um, Cena versus Lesnar, Punk versus Jericho, Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan in an actual match, Orton versus Kane. What else was on? And other stuff. Like honestly, the whole show was so much fun. Um, yeah, just top notch stuff. Like that show was probably the easiest one to sit through the whole year. I could watch every match, top to bottom, maybe except the filler matches, but whatever. They're like 2 minutes. Yeah. Promo of the year. Um, they really pulled this one out of their ass, and I honestly forgot about it. No, I didn't forget about it. Sorry. Not a lot of people talked about it when it happened for some reason because everyone was thinking of what happened to Jerry Lawler, but Punk and Cena in Montreal. Still watching that over on YouTube gives me chills. The intensity in that ring was so incredible. Um, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just type in CM Punk, John Cena promo Montreal. It's fantastic, honestly. It really made you forget about what happened to Jerry Lawler. Not like the whole time, obviously, but like, and not forget about it, but like get your mind off it for a bit and say, it sucks what happened, and my heart goes out to him, but we have to keep the train rolling, and Night of Champions is coming up in 6 days. Order the pay-per-view, it's going to be fantastic. Which it wasn't, but their match was. Yeah, match of the year. Just like I said, match quality, fantastic. I could give it so many. Punk versus Bryan at Over the Limit. I could give it to Punk versus Cena, Night of Champions. I could give it to Cena, Lesnar, Extreme Rules. I could give it to Rock, Cena, Mania. But honestly, I'm giving it to end of an era. Triple H, Taker. I know I feel like I'm jumping on the bandwagon, but that match just was fantastic. Though I've never seen so much emotion in one match. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I don't even have to watch it to like get pumped. I can just think about it. The near falls in that match were incredible. The match itself was fantastic. That's probably my favorite Hell in a Cell match of all time. It's just quality stuff, and that's why I believe it's match of the year. Superstar. Oh, Superstar of the year, I'm giving that to CM Punk. Honestly, what an amazing year he's had. Holding the belt since, like, for that whole year. Like, WWE Punk Fan 19 said in his video, and I feel like I'm copying him, but I just want to quote him because what he said was just a great point. Um, we haven't seen someone like that hold the title for that long since, like for a whole year straight and going, um, since Hulk Hogan in '87. And just think, if it took that long, how long is it going to be until we see that again? It's amazing. We witnessed history be made, and it wasn't by a John Cena. It was by a real wrestler. It was by a CM Punk. It's pretty crazy to believe. And honestly, he has had a great year too. So many top-notch matches, and yeah, like some of the stuff he's been in. His match against Ziggler at Royal Rumble was okay. It could have been better, but John Laurinaitis kind of distracted people. Uh, the Elimination Chamber match, I honestly can't remember much about it, but I'm sure it was pretty good. Punk versus Jericho at WrestleMania, I really enjoyed that match. Honestly, I think people were still pretty tired out from the Hell in a Cell match, and it doesn't get enough praise. Jericho versus Punk at Extreme Rules, again another great match. Um, Over the Limit against Daniel Bryan, words can't describe how good that match really was. Punk versus Kane versus Daniel Bryan at No Way Out could have been better, but it could have been a lot worse. Money in the Bank against Daniel Bryan, another great match. Triple threat match against Big Show and John Cena at SummerSlam, decent. Match against versus John Cena at Night of Champions, fantastic. Match at Hell in a Cell against Ryback, yeah. And then Survivor Series against Ryback and John Cena, good match too. Honestly, he's had a great year, and I can't think of anyone else to give it to. You can't give it to John Cena. Look at his year and then look at Punk's year. What WWE did was bullshit, and I'm not even gonna bitch about it because WWE does that so much. I'm getting off topic. Last one. This is my favorite uh, wrestler to look out for in 2013. I'm actually gonna give it to 4 or 5 people. Antonio Cesaro. Um, I could see him being world champion soon after Mania. Primetime players, I know they're jobbing and stuff right now. They're losing, but I could see them after Team Hell No break up. I could see them taking over the tag team division, and I'd love to see that too. Wade Barrett just won the Intercontinental Championship. Today. Thanks WWE. Um, but yeah, I can see him as world champion again. I mean, like him being world champion. He's never. You guys know what I mean. Sorry. So many other guys too. Like you could say Dean Ambrose. You could say Seth Rollins. You could say all these people, Cody Rhodes. But I'm just gonna go with those 4. Anyways, this has been a great year for um, WWE. My next video, thank you guys for watching. My next video is gonna be the top 5 best and worst DVDs of 2012. I am actually gonna record that right now, and then after that, I'm gonna have a huge ass unboxing. I haven't made my Christmas update yet, but that is I'm waiting till Boxing Day all my shit comes in, because I think I have like 36 DVDs coming in. So it's gonna be a big update. That's gonna be a great video, so check that out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. That was bad. Peace.